Okay, this is important because, it's no longer geek culture. Every guy would kind of duck and hide his head and say, well, that's just them. This isn't me. Now it's coming for conductors. It's coming for classical music. It had not coming, it has come. Taking up the baton as a conductor, you must identify as a woman, say music festival chiefs. I suspect they say identify, so they include probably trans women. But the fact is, they're now closing the doors to men because let's face it, men earn their way into places and women don't. And so they equalize the numbers, which they don't even want equalized. Let's be honest, they want it all female. So they're going to close the doors to men. A top classical music festival has banned men from enrolling on its conductor's course, saying they will only accept candidates who identify as women. The Dartington Trust, based in Dartington Hall in Devon, says the ban is designed to rectify the gender imbalance in the profession. No, that's a lie. It's designed to stop men from competing and earning what they deserve, getting what they deserve through their earnings. That's what it's designed for. But the move has a divided opinion in the normally sedate world of classical music. Listen to how they frame all this. It's not a divided opinion. What it is, people are calling out the sexist bullshit of this, with one critic saying that it's proof the festival has been hijacked by agenda setting ideologues. I wish they were brave enough to say feminist, but at least they're saying what it is, close to it. And he's not a critic of it. He's calling out their bullshit. That's like saying that black men were critical of the KKK. One critic of the KKK coming into my neighborhood and beating us up said, oh my God, the Dartington Music Music Summer School and Festival, which has been running since 1953, offers courses, workshops, events that are open to amateur and professional musicians. Notice that it doesn't exclude anybody. There's no only men need apply since 1953. This year's course in conducting will be taught by Cian Edwards, head of conducting of the Royal Academy of Music, and Alice Farnham, here's the poisoner, artistic director of women conductors in the Royal Philharmonic Society. Why they don't need two separates for the sexes. They don't. They put women in with the men. It's not like conducting is preventative. It's not like sports. A woman supposedly, well, she can conduct as well as a man because there's some women who make it. It's just a smaller number. We'll have just 6 students on this 2-week program, which in the past has launched many successful careers. In a statement, Ms. Farnham said, the conducting world has changed a great deal and there is much to celebrate, but there is still work to be done. These feminist man haters, as if there was any other kind, the work is never done because this isn't about conducting. This is about attacking men. This is a hate movement. You have to understand, you got to get the right frame. It's a hate movement, period. The generational depression is still well under 10%. Yeah, men have ambition and they go for it. They put their work in and they generally have more talent. I'm sorry. That's just the way it is. Actually, I'm not sorry. That's the way it is. And this is a wonderful opportunity to help with that balance. This is bullshit in every way because they're not trying to balance it. By cutting men out altogether, they're going to make sure that if you see a conductor, it's a woman up there. They're just cutting men out, period. Figures previously produced by RPS show that only 22 of the 371 conductors with British agents were women. Yeah, well, that's not men's problems. That accounts for just 5.5% of the profession. Yeah, what can I say? Men glow and women blow. However, the ban on male candidates for the Dartington course has not been universally welcomed. Wow, what weasel words. Yes, like the Black community did not universally welcome the KKK. Norman Lebrecht, who runs the Slip Disc classical music blog, called it a total perversion of values. Thank you, Lebrecht. It's not perfect, but it's close, at least, to what actually going on. Should you say it's a travesty against men? He added, in the name of inclusivity, which Dartington is supposed to represent, they are excluding men from the opportunity of learning how to conduct. Yeah, they're taking away stuff from men. They don't even necessarily care that women get it. They just want to take stuff from men. That's right. Dartington used to be the happiest of summer festivals, open to all, regardless of origin and ability, to all musical ideas in equal basis. Yeah, so I bet if you were a Black man from Jamaica and you wanted to come up to this music festival and apply yourself, and you had the talent, you'd get in and you'd see a Black conductor. But of course, so it was already 100% inclusive. It didn't exclude women at all, at all. But now is practicing exclusivity. As someone who once taught a course in musical irony at the festival, I am distraught to see it taken over by agenda-setting ideologues. It's a bit cowardly for him to say not to say feminist, but at least he's coming out. He's not using the woke term that true cowards use. But Professor Debbie Wiseman, one of Britain's most celebrated composers and conductors, welcomed the trust actions. Of course, she doesn't like men, saying that too many women were still intimidated by the idea of taking up a leadership position within the industry. Yeah, women they're scared of responsibility of leadership. They're scared of it. They're intimidated. But no group of men are standing there glaring at women, keeping them out. They just go for it. She said, we've had some very silly comments over the years that women on the podium make the minds of men and are just drift to other things. Those silly comments were probably guys just joking around. Most of the female conductors that made it probably aren't eye candy anyway. And this is another thing. Male conductors would love to hear this about themselves. Male conductors would love to hear comments of how the women can't keep their eyes off them. So it just shows you also that women don't find men in contempt, and they're not interested in them sexually. You would never say something similar about a man on the podium. Yeah, like I said, and men would love to hear that. That's something men would love to equalize. She added, I think a course like this will help talented budding conductors who happen to be women, but feel they are very much in a minority with a role model's heart and mind. So these women are also intimidated because there's not enough women around. Cry me a river. But it also shows you that women do not like men. They don't feel comfortable around men, even though these men are not hostile in any way or any form. Women just they feel comfortable around other women. And if there's a room full of men, they avoid it. That's not men's problem. It's not men's problem. Who is this? Anyway, last night, Sarah Moore Pratish, the artistic director of Dartington Music School and Festival, told the Mail on Sunday that the organization was delighted to be taking part in an international industry-wide commitment to address the significant and long-standing gender imbalance in conducting of the profession. This is bullshit again. Because when you exclude men entirely, it's not going to be 50-50, even though that isn't right anyway. It's going to make it 100% women. And that's their goal, and no one's calling it out. She said that more than 90% of professional conducting opportunities were given to men. Yeah, these men showed up, they were interested, and they had talent, and they applied themselves. Even at Dartington, only 25% of their applicants were female. You see, even Only 1 in 4 even applied. Only 1 in 4 even applied. So even if these women were equal to the men by rights, there would still be only 1 in 4 of them, roughly. She added, an incoming artistic director, I was keen to do my part, encourage more women to have confidence to put them. This is bullshit. She's not encouraging women at all. She's just blocking men. That's all that's happening here. And again, all you guys who've hidden by the fact, all you guys who love sports or something else, who go on about geek culture, who cares? They're only nerds. This is classical music now. It's its turn. Every aspect of society is being taken over now. It just started with the geek culture. Do you understand? And the fact that men do nothing, absolutely nothing about this, is disgusting in every way and form. Like, men really do. Sorry, the MRM has to get its act together, and men on the street, the average man, has to join the MRM. They have to become aware of what's going on. And it's getting so bad, like, men are having a hard time ignoring it now, because that's what head in the sand is, the standard modus operandi for men. And it's not going to work because it's coming for us all. Thank you.